Hello, welcome back to my channel, Jamie Friend Colors. I'm Jamie, and today we're starting our flower mini-series for spring. I'm so excited for spring. It has been a very long winter, and as I am saying this, it is March, what is it, the 13th? March 13th, and we have probably about 5 to 6 new inches of snow since 4 o'clock this morning. So, oh, I wish it was spring. So maybe coloring some flowers will make me feel better because I'm sitting here, I have this big window in front of me and oh, it just keeps coming down. Anyways, if you are new to my channel, hit subscribe. We do a lot of fun stuff here, but also I am getting over a cold. It kind of floored me. I had absolutely no voice, and so I have quite a bit back. I tried to film this video a couple days ago and ended up in a coughing fit. I couldn't talk. So I'm hoping it'll go a little bit better today because it is Wednesday and I only have through Monday filmed and ready to go, which makes me nervous. So I really need to do this today, so I hope it turns out all right. Okay, flowers. So we have done lots of mini-series, well not lots, but all of our mini-series so far. We did mushrooms, but other than that, we've done skin tones and hair. So people, I color a lot of people. I really enjoy that. But flowers, so flowers are not my norm, but flowers go, like are in pictures with people, and it's nice to have some idea of what you want to do with flowers. And so I'm looking forward to this mini-series. I think it will be beneficial to me, definitely. So we're going to use this book to do our mini-series. This is Nightfall by Maria Troll. It's a beautiful book. It's hardback. It's very pretty. If you don't have this book, don't worry. You can find a picture online of the same flower, print it off and color it, or look through your other coloring books. There's World of Flowers by Johanna Basford, and I mean there's lots of books out there with flowers. So, but I will have this one linked in the description box down below of where I got it. So, beautiful book, Maria Troll. She has a few that center around flowers. I picked this one because at the back of the book, just this one, she doesn't have this in the other books, but in the back of the book she has a list of all the flowers that are on each page. The pages aren't numbered, so I had to go through and kind of number my pages so I could find what I was doing just for this series. But beautiful. So 52 is what we're doing today, and right? Is it 52? No, that's not right. Maybe it is. Oh yes, it is. Dicentra formosa, and I don't know if I'm saying that right. If you're a linguist, I apologize. But what I would call it is a bleeding heart, and it is a Pacific bleeding heart, which I have a book around here. So there it is. Some information. Okay, so it's Pacific bleeding heart. And they are perennial plants. They come back every year. I have one in my yard. I live in Utah. I lived in Oregon for a while. So I love the Pacific Northwest, but I live in Utah now, and I grow this in my front yard. It grows very well. I love it. And this darker color is what I've known and have grown in my own yard, but it does come in a variety of pinks and purples and even some yellows or creams. But we're going to work on kind of this darker reddish purple color today. Let me show you, see if my camera will focus a little bit on this. But so this is kind of, okay, so it's kind of what we're going for today. Love it. But they're also got some more pinkish, purpley ones, and even lighter ones. So, fun. I'm excited to color this picture. Okay, so I'll zoom in a second, but anything I use will be linked in the description box down below, as well as on the screen right here as I'm coloring, so you can color along and know what I'm using when I'm using it. None of the links are none of the links are affiliate links. They're just there for your convenience, so you can find what I'm using, and I have full disclosure to you. So let's zoom in and let's get started. All right, here we are. So today I'm using Prismacolor Premier pencils, and I've pulled all the colors I'm going to need. I colored this one for practice, so I would know exactly what I wanted. So that's kind of what we're going for. We're going to try to do that over here. We're not going to do the whole page because you'll get the idea and you can do it yourself. Plus that makes for a long video on my part. So we're just going to do these 3 little ones over here so we can practice and get an idea of what we're doing. Okay, so we're going to start with our Lilac. This is 956 and it is a light purple. I'm going to use a light touch and I'm just going to base coat this flower here. Okay. I wonder if I could get it zoomed in more without too much issue. Okay, that is as zoomed in as I can get it. Know that we are very zoomed in. I mean, you can see how ratchet my nails look at the moment. I've been repainting the inside of my house, so a little bit ratchet. Okay, so we used the lilac. Now we want to let's grab the Process Red 994, and we're gonna put this in here. We're gonna kind of curve our stroke, kind of like we do with hair, or we do that kind of flicking motion. We're gonna just kind of curve that in there, and then up as well. So we kind of have a highlight in the center. I'm not pressing hard. I'm still using very light pressure. I just want to get the color in there. I'm going to go down the center because that center we want darker. And then right in the little tiny space there, we want it darker as well. So I'm going to put color there. There we go. And go up the center. And then I'm going to flick in the other color. Okay. Kind of curve it down because that petal is curved, and so that's the way the veins in it are moving. Okay, let's also take this Process Red and put it on this little section here. I'm going to leave a highlight on the right hand side, and it's just light pressure. Alright, then we're going to take Mulberry 995. We're going to do the same thing. Just add that color in. We're just building up some color and some darkness. So we want it to be darker in the center and that little arch there area. Just adding that in there, a little flicking motion. You want to keep that highlight, darkening up the edge. Okay, and then I want to put it in, dark up that left hand side and in the center there. Okay. Alright, then we want to grab Dahlia Purple. This is a darker purple color on the warm side, and so this is a great color for shading with. And so we're going to put this right in the center. Crook there. Okay, at the top of this right there. All right, then I wanted to go back to my lilac because these little wings right here are quite light and quite purple. So I'm going to add a little more of that purple there. And then I'm going to go to, this is Deco Pink. And this is what I'm going to blend with. So I'm going to add a little more pressure than I have with my other pencils. Still not a lot. I don't need to hurt my hand over it. And I'm just going to blend those colors out and into those highlights. Just kind of pull the color, blend them together. Lightening my pressure as I get to the center and into those highlights because I don't want to lose them. And lightly fill in the highlight so we have it. All right, now we can go back to the Dahlia Purple and add any more darkness that we feel we may have lost. There in the center. Just gives us a very pretty color. I like this color combination. It's very pretty. I'm going to take that lilac and just add a few little stripies of it in there. Just flick it in a little bit. I like that. All right. Perfect. So that is our flower part. Let's do it again. Okay, so we'll do both of these together. So let's take the lilac and lightly coat our flowers. Okay, then let's take our process red and we're going to add that, just lightly flicking it in there. And because this one is behind it, we want to add the shadow. So we'll go ahead and kind of show that we're doing that with this color. So there's not going to be as much highlight on this one because it's further back. And we want to put it right there. Okay, and then do the same over here. Just flick it in there. Okay. All right, then the mulberry, we'll do the same thing. Darkening up that edge, adding a few little strips of it. Darken up that center. Make sure we have that shadow in there. You don't have to make all your flowers look exactly the same. Some could be more pink, some could be more purple. I want them to be close where they're on the same plant, but altering them just a little bit, making some a little darker than others, just gives your picture more variety and interest, which is nice. So don't worry about making them all perfectly uniform. All right, then we'll go to the Dahlia Purple. Let's make sure we get that high, that shadow. I really want that purpley shadow right there. Okay. We'll darken at the center. Okay, and then over here we won't put as much. So we'll get those little right there, and then in the center. All right, and we forgot to do the little bulbs at the bottom, so let's go back to process red, and we'll put that in, leaving that highlight on the one side. And then the mulberry. And the Dahlia Purple. There at the top. Okay, then let's grab the lilac, and we're gonna put a little of that in there, just a little bit. And right on the wing area, I want that color. And I'm gonna put a little bit on this one. And a little on that one too. Okay. Then we're going to grab the Deco Pink and blend it out. So I'm adding a little more pressure just to help blend those colors together. Lightening my pressure as I get to those highlights so that I don't lose them. I don't want as much as a highlight on that one. Okay, and that gives us our flowers. If you want to darken anything, you can go in again and darken anything with that Dahlia Purple. If you want it to be more pinky or reddy, put that a little more processed red in there. You want to redden it up and step away from the purple a little bit, but you can add a little variety in your flowers, even if they're on the same stem. It just gives it a little more interest. All right, then if you want, you don't have to do this, but if you want, if you feel like you've lost some highlight or you just want a little gleam on it, you can get, this is a white Posca paint pen. You could also use a white gel pen. And you could just go in there and add a little more white to your paper just to give that highlight a little bit more zing. Except this one doesn't want to work for me right now. drag it. Let me see if I have another pen. I know I do. Try this one. Okay, this one's juicier. Okay. And just kind of add a little here. And then wait for it to dry, and then if you feel like it's too much highlight, you can go and color over the top of it with like a pink or whatever. So, but make sure it's dry or you'll just rub it off. All right, while that's drying, let's look at our stem here. Now, the stem of the flower, like what comes right off the flower, it has a little bit of a purplish reddish tone to it. I can show you what I did over here. So it kind of has this reddish tone, and then it kind of gets greener as it gets down. So it's kind of what we want to achieve. So I'm going to take, first of all, I'm going to take burnt ochre, and I'm going to base coat these stems right up by the flowers and then about halfway down the stem. Like right there will do. Okay, so just a base coat. All right, then I'm going to take my Dahlia Purple and I'm going to just kind of lightly put this in right by the flower. Okay. Then I'm going to take, this is Limepeel 1005. I'm going to lightly put this in. I'm not going to take it all the way to the base of the flower. I don't want to mix with that purple too much. The rest of it I am lightly. And I'm going to take this all the way down the stem. I would use the same colors for the leaves when we get down into the darker colors. We're just not going to do them today, but I would just use the same colors. Alright, so that's the Limepeel. Then let's take apple green, and we want to put this in. I kind of want to keep it to the bottom of the page, you know? So kind of shadowy, give it a little dimension, make the stick look round. Okay. We're going to put a little warmth up here, a little green, but not too much, just touches. Okay, then we're going to take grass green. We're going to put that at the base where it gets really green. Right there. I don't want to take this all the way up, but just gives us a little dimension. Okay, then let's go back to that Limepeel and blend this out just a little bit. And then back to that burnt ochre. Okay, just finish it up. All right, and then I would just use the Limepeel, the apple green, and the grass green to color the fern-like leaves is what I would use. All right, let's zoom out and take a look. All right, we're at a little more realistic distance from our flower, and I think it looks wonderful. So I really like how this one is turning out. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial mini-series. If you do and you're looking forward to the rest of the mini-series, please do give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. I would love to have you join me. If you'd like to share your picture with me, hashtag JamieFranColors, and I'll be able to see that. So yeah, I hope you give these a try. What a beautiful flower. I was excited to find these in this book. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.